Hello!
Hello!
Welcome to one more gorgeous neighborhood in Buenos Aires. Today we're gonna start our video at the neighborhood of La Boca. This neighborhood is rich in history, art, football, culture, colors. Really important, and it is a must-visit neighborhood in Buenos Aires. Due to the location of the neighborhood, which is very close to the port of Buenos Aires, in the 20th century, it became a neighborhood that all the immigrants that they would come here to Buenos Aires, to Argentina, Europeans, Asians, and mostly Spanish and Italian immigrants would come and live here because they were the immigrants that they would mostly work at the harbor, and they could not afford living anywhere else, so they wanted to be close to the harbor and also somewhere that is not that expensive, so they would come here. We will get back to this point of those people working at the harbor and being poor when we visit another site of the neighborhood called Caminito, which is coming up in this video later on. And these immigrants, they also had a lot to do with the culture of porteños. Porteños are people from the city of Buenos Aires, as we had mentioned in another video. And this culture has a lot to do with those early settlers actually that came to this neighborhood. One more thing that is very important to mention is this building, or I wouldn't even say it's a building, it's a stadium, and it belongs to a football team in Buenos Aires which is extremely famous even all over like Argentina, Boca Juniors.
But he was saying that this is like a place, just like a place, important place in Buenos Aires, but I believe that for the supporters of Boca Juniors, this is a holy place, no?
Oh yes, it is. Sorry, I'm being corrected, and yes, it is a site that they basically, the supporters of the team, they actually worship this place because this is the stadium for Boca Juniors team, and all of the home games that they have, they played here. And as you can see, also the stores nearby, they have jerseys. Here you have pictures of Messi and Maradona and more jerseys of the team and the Argentinian national team. They are rivals with other teams, River Plate.
River Plate, and yes. Don't worry, River Plate supporters, we are gonna show your stadium too in another video.
Yes, because we know football and Argentina is a very touchy thing, so we just wanted to mention Boca Juniors has also won a lot of titles. They have been, for most of the time that they have been established in the Premier League of Argentina, have a lot of championships, so it's a team that it justifies the feeling that their fans have towards the team and the love. We were even like walking here on this street, getting to the stadium, and there were some supporters and they just saw the stadium, started screaming and like yelling like out of joy that they are here and they are seeing the stadium. Maybe they were also tourists like us, that they came just to see the stadium. There is a little nice artwork also on this side of the stadium. Maradona also played for Boca Juniors twice. It was once during the years of 1981 until 1982, and then again he came back in 1995 until 1997. Also, as you can see, there are tours that you can do around the neighborhood, and there is a museum as well for the stadium and for the team that you, if you are interested, you can also visit that museum as well. This is all in the same neighborhood of Boca. That is the entrance of the museum. If you want to go and visit the museum also, it's right next to the stadium. So as you can see, the football culture, you can experience it to the fullest when you are here in Boca. We have Maradona, Martinez, and Messi's picture is being painted. It's a very cute touch, but now let's go and show you actually another very important part of the neighborhood. I wanted to say the most important, but then I thought maybe the football fans, they will get offended, but yeah. There's another section. It's really recommended to come and visit that, which is El Caminito. One more thing to mention about the rivalry between River Plate and Boca Juniors is that the games that they have against each other in Argentinian football league, it's the locals, they refer to it as El Clásico, because it is the classic game that has to happen between these two, and the fans, they love it. So this is another thing that is very well known, and the fans of both clubs, they really enjoy watching that game, obviously, between those two major teams. And now we are going to start visiting the most famous part, El Caminito, which in Spanish translates to a little pathway, and it's a very colorful part of the neighborhood. As you can see, all of these different colors. When I mentioned that the original inhabitants, they were working at the harbor, and we will get back to that point later, this is what I wanted to talk about. Because they were poor, to build here and to have some sort of a shelter or house, they would just take different pieces that they could get their hands on, metal or whatever, to build it. And that's why the buildings were colorful, different colors. And then later on, also throughout the years and decades, this has been the style of this part. And as you can see, there is so much art going on that they refer to El Caminito as actually a street museum, because as you can see, anywhere that you look, there is something amazing, artistic, colorful to see. So this is basically one of the main points that a lot of tours, they stop there, and then you start coming inside this part of the neighborhood, which is called Caminito, Calle Caminito, and you can start from this side. There is a very nice touch also here. You see on top all of those places, these are little bars or restaurants that you can go and have a meal or a drink. And this part of the neighborhood was called El Caminito after a 1926 tango song by Juan de Dios Filiberto. This is another thing that we have to mention. The neighborhood, La Boca, is one of the birthplaces of tango, which is extremely famous in Argentina. And this neighborhood, even now when we are walking around, you can see a lot of people just dancing. There is a lot of music, tango songs, and even right in front of me right now, you see this couple. There are a lot of dancers that they even teach you, or you can take a picture with them, like this gentleman here in a typical outfit that is for tango. And where we are right here, it is extremely famous also. As you can see, there is a lineup of people to take a picture in front of this building. This is, if not the most, it is one of the most photographed sites in Buenos Aires, and there is always a huge line of people to take a picture at the entrance of this building. This is actually an alfajor store, a famous one also, Cachafas, but Havana also is the other one that we have mentioned. I think, I'm not sure, but I think you can even go upstairs and in that balcony take a picture with Leo Messi. And the beautiful, colorful buildings and facades of the buildings also continues. Obviously there's a lot of other shops right here as well, and restaurants. You're all around, you have a lot of restaurants and decks that you can sit, have a drink, have a meal. So it is a place that you can spend the whole day actually in this neighborhood. And if you're lucky like us, you can also pass by a restaurant while there are performers dancing tango, and this is like really nice scene to see. Beautiful decoration. My God, I don't know where to look. Everywhere is something to see. We just came into an alley, and as you can see, the tiles are really nice and colorful, and all around you can see there are shops even on the second floor, and it goes on and on and on. There are restaurants too. I think up there you can even go to the restaurants and have a drink, and lots of souvenir stores. And here also there is one more alley full of shops that we wanted to just go and see. My God, we were here actually 4 years ago, no? 2020. Yeah, we were here, and I just remember vaguely, but I feel like it's more organized, less chaotic, because also we were here in January in 2020, so it was during the holidays, so many tourists, and it was packed. Now we can actually walk in peace, relative peace, and actually see the stores and everything else. I think we even have a picture here, no? Yes, wow, very nice. And you also have some old pictures of the harbor, as I mentioned earlier. Like this one, it says 1930. This one is even older, 1875. And there are two more. Wow. So you can have an idea how the neighborhood looked back then compared to what it is now. And we were just walking, going around, and we came across this restaurant, actually the kitchen of this restaurant, and oh my God, look at all of this meat being cooked, and the sausage also, Choripán and all of that. The name is Paraíso. Yeah, of course it is paradise. With this much meat. No, Mariana, it's Paraíso. No, yeah. I'll tell you what, it's definitely a very Instagrammable neighborhood. So if you really want to come here and take a lot of pictures, you have a lot of options. Which takes me to one point I wanted to also mention. I really wanted to ask our subscribers to also follow us on Instagram. This is very important. First, if we can also grow our Instagram account as much as our channel, that would be really good. But also sometimes we have heard from other people that the YouTube channel gets hacked, or there is some problem with the channel. So at least this way we have two ways to communicate with our subscribers, through Instagram and also YouTube. So if you can follow us on Instagram too, that would be really appreciated. There are also these two plates on the wall here in El Caminito. We are right next to the Alfajor store where you can take a picture. But this one is dedicated to the tango singer, Oscar Filberto, and it's from 2004, this plate. And then there is another one in 2022 that the city of Buenos Aires actually declared El Caminito a cultural patrimony. And right across this point, which is actually the main point of El Caminito, you also have the water right over there. So you can see how close the neighborhood was to the harbor that the new immigrants that came here in the 20th century would work at, and then they would live in La Boca neighborhood. We now came to a place called Fundación Proa, which is a building exactly where we were. We were just walking from the left hand side. We came here. This is the view as you can see. We wanted to come here because apparently on the second floor there is a terrace and a coffee shop with a nice view. So we wanted to come and go on the terrace, but it looks like the terrace section of the coffee shop is actually closed. There are tables there, but like everybody is sitting inside, so I don't think we can sit outside. But again, we can see from here the view that you get over the water. And right over there in the distance you can also see the cranes for the port of Buenos Aires. And we read online that one of these two big bridges, I think it's the red one in the back that looks older. This one is one of the 20 bridges that at the time they had here, and this is the only one remaining. And obviously you can also come here by these hop-on hop-off buses that take you around the city, and definitely you have a stop here in La Boca. I'm just standing here just taking it all in. My god, it is such a nice feeling to come here and to just look around. Everybody is dancing, there is tango music going on, there is food, there's so much street art. Wow, now I know why it's a must-visit site in Buenos Aires. Since everywhere you go in Buenos Aires, you feel like you are in Paraíso. We decided to stop at that restaurant that we passed by earlier just to grab a bite very quickly. I got the Choripán sandwich, and Mariana, you got bife de chorizo? Bife de chorizo sandwich, yes. And this actually gives us the chance to show you what is Choripán. So basically this sausage is called chorizo, and pan in Spanish is bread. So Choripán is this sausage with bread. Simple. But of course, also you have a lot of sauces. I think we have the chimichurri and some other mix. And you got bife de chorizo sandwich.
Yes, which is the meat.
Looking good, Mariana. And I'm gonna put the sauce, chimichurri. Here, do we have two, or I'm taking all of it?
You can take all of it.
Oh yeah, wow. So, this chimichurri is amazing. Put it all over. There's even more, my god. Wow. It's gonna be good. So the two sandwiches, one beer for me and one water also, was 31,300 pesos. So, let's see, what is this choripán? Oh my god. Once again, I'm jealous of Argentinians. Really good. And this is your sandwich. Ooh, that meat looks good. How is it? Tasty. Your mouth is full. All right. So we just ate, but as you're walking, you also see again another grill with all of the meat that is like hanging. So it's very nice. And the chorizo sausages that I just had. And the pet-friendly culture of Buenos Aires is here present also in El Caminito. There is a sign here. We were just passing by that apparently the person who has all of these dogs, they have a shelter with 50 dogs. So any donation helps. We just made a very small donation also to help them. Why not? Since we have a dog ourselves, why not help other dogs too?
They have so many like little dogs, the big dogs. They're so beautiful, so cute.
They're so cute, and they even have like the Boca jerseys, or like the scarves around them. They have the sign of the Boca Juniors football club. Very cute. So this ends our video of La Boca and El Caminito. It's a short video, but we really wanted to do it while we're in Buenos Aires. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram also. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.